Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome back to the audio roundup for MvFF Football Swansea, Season 4, Week 3. What an incredible week. Our highest weight loss week of the season so far. We just keep picking up speed, increasing what we're doing each and every week. Absolutely brilliant to be down with you guys. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you for the high attendance. Thank you all for being so accommodating with my girls being there and my wife coming along. The girls have been desperate to see what Daddy does at his football work for so long now. It was a pleasure to have them there and sat with me. You were all so lovely, so welcoming, so very kind and friendly to my daughters. It's lovely to see our club just accept family along like that out of the blue, no warning. You all just rolled with the punches, got on with it. It's a treat, you know. I don't think there's many places that you'd comfortably bring your two daughters to a setting of 80, 90 blokes, but our league is something different, isn't it? It's something unique, something special, so thank you for that. You can see the write-up on screen this week, chaps. Oranges stand out once again, smashing it with the attendance, full team there, full team tracked, including the guys again that aren't there, sending in their tracking digitally to contribute to the team. Kev, currently the highest percentage loser in Season 4, almost 6% of his body weight shifted. Fantastic from him. You can see 80% of our league attended. You can see Yellows had the highest team loss of the week, but Reds were very unlucky. Reds were 10 kilo, Yellow were 10.5. Hats off to Yellows, Andrew, to Owen, to everything that they're doing there. The leaders pushing that Yellow team. 10.5 kilos shifted from a team is just phenomenal. Well done. You're talking like roughly a kilo each there shifted. Red and Black have the most competitors still left in the Rumble. Reds have had a solid start to the Rumble, have barely lost anyone. Blacks, something that we will get on later on in the write-up when we talk about the results. Blacks dipped, but actually had a lot of guys reinstated with their second life by getting straight back on the wagon of losing after they gained. So they went straight back up to having 10, and it earned them a bonus goal that will come into play massively later on. You can also see there just another staggering difference between the amount of goals scored off pitch compared with on pitch. You know, it's just an obscene amount of goals available on the scales, on tracking with bonus goals. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about, chaps. We move on. You can see here the weekly team losses. Reds, very unlucky. Yellows, 10.5 kilos. Big week from the Whites, big week from Scranra. Big week from the Oranges, Purples. Everyone doing really well there, chaps. The one that I really want to turn your attention to is the one in the top middle. 53 kilos lost this week. 53 kilos from 80 guys. 121.4 kilos lost in 3 weeks. Last season, we lost around 260 kilos, 260 kilos in 14 weeks. And I know we've expanded. We've gone to 8 teams. There's 20 new guys on board. There's a lot of early weight that's lost during the first 3 or 4 weeks for new guys that join the league. But we've almost lost half of what we lost in the entirety of last season in 3 weeks. Absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't be prouder, chaps. There are many, many setups around the country that don't get to that marker across 14 weeks. We've got there in 3 weeks. It's just, I couldn't be prouder of you boys. Usually you see a slowdown as well. Usually when a league's been going for 4, 5, 6 seasons, you see the weight loss really slow down because you've got guys there that have hit their goals and aren't losing that much anymore. We just continue to increase what we're losing each season. I couldn't speak highly enough of you boys. Thank you so much. You're a credit to yourselves, to your teams, to the league. Biggest losers, Max, Slug, phenomenal. Joint top with 2.9. Reds, smashing it again. Dylan, twice in a row now you've been on the top 5 biggest losers. 3 kilos you lost last week, 2.7 this week. Ross, 2.4. Nathan, new to the league, first week of losing, 2.4 kilos. Phenomenal. Mr. Andrew Hayward in the 10% club, well done, sir. Phenomenal to see you there. Kev Coulson, 20%. I mean, what can you say? There are very, very few who ever get to 20% body weight lost. It's an elite club, and Kev's the proud newest member of that group. Well done, mate. We've added in, by popular request in the captain's chat, the pitch top scorers. You can see that Byron's the Golden Boot leader in the league at the moment, but big shout out to someone like Tom Clayton from the Blues, who's absolutely smashing it. Well done to you, mate. We move on to the results. So this is where that bonus goal comes into play. Fatistuta Scranra, 10-all. It was 3-all on the pitch. Fatistuta nicked it on the scales by 1 goal. Tracking was even. Blacks had 3 guys this week who got themselves reinstated in the Rumble by losing after they gained last week. That meant that they were joint bonus goal winners of the Rumble bonus goal with the Reds, which earned them one extra goal, which turned a defeat into a draw. Those three guys getting themselves back on the wagon and losing after having a wobble last week has earned their team a draw and got them points on the board. And that's exactly what the Rumble's here to do. It's a bit of fun, it's a bit of a laugh, it's a conversation starter, but it's also there, hopefully, to maybe teach one or two guys, even if it's just one or two guys out of the 89 chaps we have on board, the importance of arresting a slide, not letting a dodgy week become a dodgy month, nipping it in the bud and getting straight back on it after that week where you weren't too happy with yourselves. 3 of their guys did it. I mean, 7 of the guys also continued to lose, but 3 of their guys got reinstated to make 10 out of 11 Scran Run members in the Rumble. They won the bonus goal, come out with a draw. Fantastic from them. For the Purples, Craig Manning, you are the scales champion for the Purples 2 weeks in a row, mate. You were their biggest loser with 1.8 kilos. You're smashing it, mate. Keep doing what you're doing. Yellows, Greens, 17-10. Big result for the Yellows. They won on the pitch, they won on the scales. They picked up the bonus goal for the highest team loss of 10.5 kilos. Fantastic from them. Mr. Andrew Hayward, hitting your 10%. Well done, sir. Much deserved. Richly deserved. Leading that team with aplomb. Can't wait to see what the Beer Guts do this season. Fantastic from them. For the Greens, big shout out to their scales champion of the week, Brett. 2.1 kilos shifted. Fantastic, mate. Well done. Van Basten nicked the result against the as previously undefeated Vinder Blues, who taste their first loss of the season. Just want to shout out Lee Oates, lost 1.7 kilos for Van Basten tonight and has lost over 4 kilos in 3 weeks. Is just slowly plugging away and is smashing big numbers consistently, picked up his hat trick. Is just a lovely guy who seems to have really found something that he was needing in his life in our league. And I think for me as the coach, for Howell, for Shahi as our PFs, for anyone who's been here for a long time, I think one of the real defining moments of what we do here and what we've built, and this being so much more than just a set of scales and a kick about every week, is watching these new guys come in and them instantly feeling as if they're part of a family, part of something that they belong to. They instantly gain something that they've been craving for so long. A little bit of companionship, a little bit of camaraderie, a little bit of support, a little bit of a hug and a little cuddle for their mental health, to say you're not on your own, you're not doing this on your own, we got you, mate, your team's got you, this league's got you, welcome, come in, we will all be here for you, we all know what you're going through, we're all doing the same thing, welcome on board. And we've done that for all these new guys coming in, and for someone like Lee, it seems to have done him the world of good. It's brilliant to see what he's doing. For the Blues, want to give a big shout out to Di Price. Spent the majority of last season injured, went away, had a baby, was not with us for a long time. It would have been very easy for him to say, you know what, I'm paying for this and I'm just not showing up. I can't make the most of it right now. I'm out. I'll come back at some point, but I'm done for now. He didn't. He stuck with it. He got the best out of it that he could at the time. He set himself a goal of this season, I'm coming back, and I'm coming back in force. He's lost all 3 weeks he's been here. He hit his hat trick. He hit 1.8 kilos tonight. He has also lost over 4 kilos in the last 3 weeks. Di, absolutely chuffed to have you back, mate. Brilliant to have you back in full force. And just a brilliant presence to have around the place again. Welcome back, mate. And then final fixture of the night, Oranges versus the Reds. For the Oranges, I get attendance and tracking from them is superb. Kev, Mr. 20%, well done, mate. There's only a handful of guys that have ever got there. You've absolutely smashed it. You're a fantastic leader, fantastic motivator. You're a credit to that Orange team. 20% of your body weight shifted, man. Just unreal. And then for the Reds, lost 12-4 on the pitch, but actually won 10-7 on the scales. They won the result on the scales. They've picked up points on the scales league, which is what it's all about. They tied on the tracking, narrowly missed out on the bonus goals. Huge shout out to Ross, their scales champion of the week. Again, huge shout out to Dylan for what he's doing and what he's losing. There's some other really big losers on their team. It's not just those two boys. They're doing really well. They had 5 hat tricks, which is, tonight was the first time you could get a hat trick. So 5 of their guys have lost all 3 weeks in a row since they started. Fantastic beginning from them. They're also our highest losers in the league. Reds have lost 30 kilos as a team in 3 weeks. You know, we've lost about 120 kilos. Reds have lost a quarter of that on their own. Across 8 teams, a quarter of that has been lost by just the Reds. Phenomenal from them. We're all competitive. We all want to win. No one likes to lose. We all want to win silverware. We all want to be the champions. We all want to be at the top of the tables come the end of the season. It's not about that. Where you place at the end of the season, where you are in a table, whether or not you get certificates, whether or not you get medals, they're lovely, but they're irrelevant. They do not matter. We are here to lose weight. We are here to, by the end of the season, in week 14, be smaller than we were when we started in week 1. That's the ultimate goal. Everything else is a lovely bonus. If you win something, if you get something, fantastic. It's the cherry on top of the cake, pardon the pun. But we are here to be smaller, healthier, fitter, happier guys by the end of the 14-week period. The Reds are doing that in abundance. The Reds are championing exactly what this league is about. Those guys will get to the end of the season and their individual weight loss, their individual journeys, the amount of body weight they shift, their fitness they improve, the mental health benefits they experience, the friends that they've made by the end of the season are going to be unreal. It's a great bunch of guys. They're only going to get better from here. Fantastic start from them. Hats off to the leaders in the group, Dan Hunt, Thomas Scott. And I know there's probably far more loud voices in that group of guys than just those two. Hats off. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Don't let your heads drop. Remember that you're doing the right things, you're winning in the right areas, you're picking up the scales results, and you boys are just shifting so much weight. Honestly, I cannot wait to see the after photos of a couple of your chaps that are just shredding weight at the moment. You're going to look like different guys by the end of the season, and that's what it's about. And then we move on to the final slide of the evening, our Rumble. We had 20 guys eliminated newly this week. But 12 of you got yourselves back in with your second lives. 12 of you, after gaining last week, lost this week, activated your second life. You're back in. That's your second life done, chaps. For those of you who have been reinstated, were you to gain again, that's it. You're gone. You're out of the Rumble. There's no more second chances. But hats off to you. 12 of you have learnt the beauty and the joy of getting yourself straight back on it. We've got 61 guys remaining. We had 69 last week, 61 remaining this week. That shows the success of this. It would have been an absolute failure if we were at week 3 and we only had 10 guys left. The fact that we're in week 3 and from 89 we've still got 61 remaining is just a sign of massive success and that this is working. You guys are enjoying it. You're committed. You're involved. And Howell, Shahi, and myself are really glad to see that this idea has hit the ground running and you guys have accepted it. Definitely try and make it something that's a regular across all of our seasons. That's it, chaps. Thank you so much. Another brilliant session. Have a great week. Keep reaching out, talking to your teams, and just remember, you as a unit, you as a group of guys, you as 89 guys who may not know each other, may have joined the league as strangers. You wouldn't have known each other beforehand. You're 89 guys just pulled in from the Swansea community that never probably would have spent time with each other before. You're here doing something special. You're losing 120 kilos in 3 weeks. You're making mates for life. You're changing your life. You're improving your mental health. You've got something to look forward to each week. And you belong to something. You belong to something really special, something unique. Just take stock of that. Take a step back if things seem a little frustrating for you for whatever reason, and just realise the bigger picture of what you're involved in. This is something really special, something to be proud of. That's it, chaps. Have a great week, and we will catch you next Tuesday.